Hi, everyone. It's Gone Solo. I am your host and storyteller, Royce Rosewood. This video is a little different. This video is sponsored by Technical Grimoire. They publish role playing adventures and they have a blog and they have other stuff. So go check out their website. I've got it linked below. So, Technical Grimoire provided me with their new game system called Overpowered. Now, what it is this is a method by which you can play any module for any system solo. It works by converting all the numbers and all the stats and all the treasure into different kinds of dice. So the setup is you've got a robot and it's been sent to clear out the way for humans who are coming. So it's getting rid of all of the obstacles and scanning everything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, because Overpowered comes with a web app that you can run on a phone or a computer or a tablet, and that's where all the dice are stored. And so we're going to switch to the screen, and I'm going to show you that. And I'm also going to show you the adventure that I've prepared, which we are playing. You know how much I love Troika. So I am running the introductory adventure called Blancmange and Thistle for Troika, which I have converted to Overpowered. So let's go ahead and switch to my screen. I'll show you the web app and I'll show you the adventure that I've prepared. Okay, so over here on the left side of the screen, we have the web app part of Overpowered, and this pretty much runs the whole thing. Here we have our dice, which you're going to spend to overcome obstacles. Here we have the dice that we're going to gain, and these will go into here. Here's where we spend our overpower. This is how we do powerful events, basically if we get stuck. Here is the name and description of our bot. I've decided to give our bot the name Morvin to be legally distinct from a certain depressed robot in a different franchise. There's a little sort of description here that's for fun, and then a picture of our bot so we can imagine it. I like this one. He's very cool looking. And then if we need dice for anything else to help decide, we use these. And everything is recorded over here. Okay, so there's that. Now here is the adventure where I have taken Blancmange and Thistle and converted it into a way that can be used for Overpowered. Basically, everything is either an obstacle, a valuable, a feature, an object, or a named creature. So you convert everything to those. Now, there's a little bit of room of interpretation. You know, obviously, hostile monsters are obstacles, and traps and perils are obstacles. But there's some things, and especially in this adventure, that were kind of like in between. That was like, well, you know, it's sort of something that the characters would have to overcome, but not necessarily dangerous. So I kind of just use my best judgment. So if you're not familiar with the adventure, it's a hotel. It's a fancy hotel, and there's a party on the top floor, and the characters are trying to get up to the party, and they can either take the lift, the elevator, or the stairs. And they can switch at any time, but if they switch, they have to roll for a random encounter to go across the floor. Now, in the way it worked out, and the way I decided to do things, is that it's about 50% chance of getting an obstacle. Now, another rule that I'm just going to sort of stipulate is that we can only go up. I think it would be interesting to run this one again, where you could go up and down, and so try to clear out everything. But for today, we're just going to go ahead and only go up is what we're going to decide. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we've already got our starting dice. Now, in the hotel lobby, we get a silver key, and that is I decided is a valuable. So we get a D6, and then we've completed this room. That's all there is in that room, and so we get a D12. All right, now our bot knows about all the secrets, and so it knows about the hotel bar. And so we're going to go into the hotel bar just because we're going to get some extra dice. So we get another valuable, D6, and we've completed that room. So that is a D12. And then this is pushing these dice up. And when they go up, we can't use them to spend to overcome obstacles anymore, but it does convert them to overpower. All right, so we are looking at our choice. Now, the cool thing is kind of treat it like a puzzle. You get to see everything that you could do and what the reward would be. So we can either do one obstacle and get a D4, a D6, a D10, or we can do 3 obstacles, get 6 D4, get a D8 and a D12. I think the lift is the better choice here. So we're going to overcome 4. So we have to spend 5 points worth of dice. I'm going to spend these 2 to get rid of this 1 and clear up more room for dice. All right, and so we have overcome the old lady's questions. So we get a D4, and then we're going to take the knitting needles or scan the knitting needles. So that's a D6. We found a powerful object in the bonbon. So we get a D10, and then we've completed this room. So we get a D12. All right, so now we have a choice. We can either keep going up the lift, or we can take a risk and try to go up the stairs. So an obstacle 3 or obstacle 10. Looks like we just want to face the gas form here. I think that's going to be the easier obstacle. So we need to spend 4 points worth of dice to overcome 3. I'd really want to get rid of all of these, but we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so spend those. All right, so we get a D4 for overcoming the gas form. We get the jewelry, scanning the jewelry, and then we've completed the area. Okay, so there we go. Now we can either keep going up the lift and do the merchant and get a whole bunch of stuff, or we can, I think, yeah, because there's so many things in the chef. We do have to overcome the 2 obstacles. Do we have 13 worth? I think this is worth it. I think we stay. Yeah, okay, so we have to do overcome. So we need to spend 4 points of obstacle. So let's do these. All right. And now we need to do the other obstacles. Now we spend 11. Oh, I don't think we can optimize this one. I think we might have to do it. Oh, no, we can do a 5 and a 6. There we go. Okay. Okay, and we overcome those 2 obstacles. So that's 2d4. Okay, 1, 2. Now we get, there were 5 different kinds of valuable things in the shop. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 magic object, which is a D10. And then we can roll that D12. There we go. All right. We've cleared that area. So now we can either do 8 times 3 obstacle, or we can do the strangers. Well, there's not much reward here for the tigers. So I think we're gonna try to cross. So we're gonna do our first transportation alternation. So hopefully we get something not too difficult. So I've converted this to a D12. All right, 10. It is abandoned, so there's nothing in that area. So we've completed an empty area. We get 12. Nice. We got a full 12. All right, so now we are over on the stairs. So we have 2, 4 obstacles. So we have to spend 4. So spend that 4, and then we'll spend this 4. Great. And then we get 2d4 to overcome those strangers. Okay. We take their weapons. So 1, 2, 3. And then we found their spells. So that's a powerful object. That's D10. Now on the stairs, they all have a stair scene. And I call that a unique feature. So that's a D8. And then we've completed that area for a D12. Okay, so now we can either stay on the stairs, and there's some big obstacles here, but there's kind of more of a bigger reward because they've got a named character here. Yeah, we'll stay on the stairs. So we have to overcome this 8 obstacle, which means you have to spend 9 points worth of power at least. let's do it this way. Okay. And then, so we get a d4 for that obstacle. Then we have to spend at least 10 points. So we'll do it this way. All right. We have to spend over 10, I mean. Yes. And there's an obstacle. We get a d4. All right. So we found the spell book. So that is a powerful object. We've met a named creature, Madame Beloza. So that is a d20. We get to see another stair scene. That's a d8. And then we've completed that area, so that is a d12. So we've made our way all the way up the stairs. And we're last floor, and when we get to our room, we find the boiled eggs, which I called a valuable. So we roll that d6, and then we get to roll a d12. All right. So there you go. So it's pretty straightforward, but then the fun would be to see if you could optimize, or if you ran it in such a way where you go up or down the stairs, try to clear out the whole thing. That would be the challenge, to try to beat my score. All right. And all right, now that we're done, so we are going to end our adventure. So here is our final score, 12,300. All right, and then we've got this adventure log, which I could save to submit to the high score. Great. So there you go. That's how you play Overpowered, and it goes pretty quick when you've got it all set up. It's actually really fun to take the adventures and kind of convert it down into like this little number puzzle. It's actually like a really cool thing and kind of its own activity. And then you get to run through it. And so I'd be interested to try again, see if I could beat my score. So there's that. So if this looks like fun, you can check it out. Like I said, the web app is free, and then it's just like a couple dollars to download the rules for Overpowered. And right now, if you're watching this in August of 2023, Technical Grimoire is running a contest where you can play a specific adventure. I think it's called like the Moss Mother's Maze. You can check that on their website. And so if you play through that specific adventure, you try to get a high score, and the highest scores are going to get prizes, which is like hard copies of RPG books. So definitely check that out and submit your score on that. So and then check it out in future months to see what the next adventures are going to be. So thanks again to Technical Grimoire for sponsoring this video. And if you're interested in sponsoring a video, hit me up. Let's chat and let's see what we can work out. If it's related to solo role-playing games, I'm definitely very interested. So thanks so much. This is Science Fantasy Awesome, and you're awesome.